Welcome, everyone. We're back for another fun episode of Indie Reads Aloud. I am so excited today because an amazing author is coming in. Her name is Ashley Kay, and she's going to share a new children's book for us. So if you have little ears in your life, bring them towards the computer or the phone or however you're listening, watching, and everybody just hang out. We're going to read a great story today. Welcome, Ashley.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you. This looks like such a super fun book. This book is called Dash and the Lights in the Sky, and it features a husky prominently, your husky, Dash, or Drake, I'm sorry.
Yes. Yes, my real husky is named Drake. However, I didn't think that that name was very husky-like. He earned that name through his howling to certain music, but I thought Dash would be a great children's husky name. But
It is a
the
good name.
Thank you. The drawings are based completely off of Drake's features, including his white stripe and everything else.
Excellent. That's great. I got to meet Drake in the green room, and he's really cute, and he's got beautiful eyes. And thank you for introducing us.
Oh, of course, he's always excited to meet new people. Very
So,
social boy.
and most huskies are, I've come to learn. So you're military. You are part of a military family. You get to travel all over the world, and one of the places you get to go was to see the Northern Lights in the Arctic. Is that correct?
I I did, yes, in Iceland specifically. They were quite
Iceland. Oh my gosh.
gorgeous. Yes.
Yeah.
I had the most beautiful opportunity staying in a remote cabin. I said there was zero light pollution and really got to see all of the colors, arcs,
How
and ribbons.
beautiful. Oh my
It
gosh. What a
was.
wonderful experience that must have been. Holy
Yes,
moly.
absolutely.
So now you're coming to us from Kansas. I would imagine that's a really big difference. Do you get to see the Northern Lights at all in Kansas?
You actually do. And funny enough, a few weeks ago, we got to see them. Many places in the United States actually got to see them due to a solar storm that occurred and occurs occasionally. And in fact, here in Kansas has occurred 3 times in the past 3 years, which is quite abnormal, but it's been great. And so many people in the United States got a chance to see these lights if they were far away from light pollution and a little bit more in the remote
Yeah.
areas.
Here in Michigan, we were able to see them in the northern part of the
Nice.
state.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting when you get an opportunity to do that. Very cool. I am really excited. Part of this book is we are bringing science to children
Yeah.
with the STEM program intertwined in the story. Can you tell me a little bit about the extra STEM features that go along with the story of Dash?
Yeah, absolutely. So featured in the softcover and hardcover version of the books, I've got a look into the deeper science section. And basically in these, I cover a lot of less known facts, specifically the different colors that you can see and what elements in the atmosphere cause them and where in the atmosphere you would see them. For example, red is one of the more rarer colors and it is the highest in the atmosphere and caused by oxygen. Whereas, green is the more common, which is caused by oxygen as well, but lower in the atmosphere. So we go into kind of what causes the colors. We go into the different shapes because you can see various different shapes, such as curtains or arcs, spirals, ribbons, all of that. And even go into the fact that different planets in our galaxy have their own version of the Northern Lights as well, which to me is so interesting and so amazing. Would love to interview an astronaut and see if they've ever seen
Oh,
any
yeah,
of them from some of these planets.
that would be
Um,
amazing.
it would be. And I go into the different things, such as sometimes there's sound involved with them, the speed.
Really?
I
Okay,
go
this sounds like a
into
book I need to buy because there are fun
There's
facts in
so
here I
much.
didn't know.
There are really my inspiration behind this is to make it an entire family learning experience. so that the parents walk away with something, the younger kids walk away with something, the older kids do, and everybody gets to share in learning something new.
And you're doing
Um,
all of that within story. And as everybody who watches this program knows, I am a recovering 6-year-old. And I'm madly in love when people read out loud to me because I just think it's the greatest way to understand life is through the wonderment of storytelling. So I'm
Oh,
so glad that you're
absolutely.
doing this for little people.
Yeah, yeah. And then I've got some crafts in the back as well because I know with my children, they learn the best by just actually getting their hands dirty and
Yeah.
physically getting to see it. So there's some fun crafts for all different ages. There's some that are even for under one. There's some that you could do even as an 18-year-old. This one's one of my favorites, and it deals with watercolor and using salt to create different solar elements like a solar flare or a solar storm, which is why we were all able to see the northern lights in the
Okay,
United
so now
States.
I know I need to go buy this book because I love kitchen chemistry. So this would be a lot of fun. I think I'm going to put that on my Christmas list to myself list.
I hope so. I hope families really enjoy getting to spend time together, reading and experimenting. And I hope it brings up 20 more questions that they all can research together and just learn and grow.
Absolutely. Well, I'm excited to hear this story. Will you read for us?
Absolutely.
So, when you are
Okay,
ready, Ashley Key, please take the microphone and read aloud from Dash and the Lights in the Sky.
absolutely. The snow lay still, the stars shone bright. Dash padded out beneath the sky. His breath puffed clouds, all silver white. And then the heavens burst with light. They shimmered green, then violet too, with ribbons twisting, weaving through. They swirled above the snowy pines like starborn waves or glowing vines. What is that glow? Barked Dash, afraid. His icy eyes grew wide and stayed. A storm? A sign? A spell up there? I'll ask wise Echo. She's sure to share. High in a spruce where the snow lay deep, wise Echo watched the sky's bright sweep. She turned her head both calm and slow and met Dash's eyes with, I might know. The aurora borealis glows, said Echo, soft as the night wind blows. It's not a dream, nor magic play. It's how earth, sky, and sunlight sway. The sun sends winds across the skies with tiny particles in disguise. They race through space both fast and far and crash on earth like sparks from a star. A rustle broke the snowy hush. Sleek Nimbus bounded out in a rush. The sky just flashed, it moved, it flew. Is it a storm or something new? See how they ripple, bend, and flow? Curtains of light put on a show. They arc, they spiral, they burst, they fade. A moving pattern the sky has made. They dance the strongest near the poles, where Earth's magnetic field unrolls. It pulls the particles round and tight to guide the colors through the night. Most often green, said Echo Clear. It shines the brightest when the lights appear. Oxygen high in the atmosphere makes emerald ribbons shimmer near. But higher still, where the air is thin, oxygen glows in crimson skin. A rarer sight, a scarlet flame, but red auroras grow the same. When nitrogen dances high and bright, it paints the sky with purple light. Blue and violet shimmer through a rainbow canvas brushed anew. They're strongest in the winter skies, when longer nights let colors rise. But summer's sun will hide their spark. The days too bright, the nights too short. When the sun storms, the lights can grow, bright bursts of fire that make them glow. They sometimes stretch both far and wide, surprising towns on the southern side. Beyond our world, the wonder grow. On Jupiter and Saturn too they show. Auroras blaze on planets high, a cosmic dance across the sky. They're beautiful, yes, said Echo, but too, they sometimes cause trouble for me and you. They can shake up signals, confuse the skies, and puzzle the planes as they pass by. The friends sat still on the snowy ground, watching the lights swirl all around. Dash's fear was gone, replaced with cheer. He had learned science of lights that appear. But when the sun grows calm again, the glowing stars start to thin. Fewer particles race on through, and slowly the lights fade from view. The colors dim, the stars grew near, but wonder stayed for all to hear. The sky holds secrets, said Dash with pride, a glowing dance where the sun meets the sky.
Thank you very much. Will you hold up the cover for us, please,
Oh,
so we can see this?
absolutely. Yeah.
It's such a great book. I'm so excited for you. And I know that this is your first book and it's brand new,
It
not even
is.
a toddler yet. It's still an infant book.
It is. Yep, it
So, do
is.
you have any more books planned for the future?
I do. I do. Actually, in researching the polar region, whenever I was working in satellite communications, I learned so much and so much more than what I needed for my job. I learned about different animals that their fur changes color in winter and summer. In fact, Nimbus, one of my characters in here, is an Arctic fox who's white in the winter but tan in the summer. So I plan on having a few more books, two specifically that focus on my other characters. And I've got Echo and the Frozen Sky, where I'll be talking about shimmering halos and sundogs and going into kind of more of the frozen aspect of the polar region, and then Nimbus and the Secrets and the Stow, which will go into different animal tracks and how the animals adapt for the winter.
That's so cool. I'm looking forward to those. Now, do I understand correctly that you also illustrated this book?
I did, yes. I have always been a budding artist. Art was my favorite subject in middle school and high school. Although, don't get me wrong, I am still learning. I have many a scrap paper in my house with Dash, Nimbus, and Echo doodles, and it took a very long time to finally settle on the
Well, they're
illustrations.
beautiful illustrations. Really, really
Thank
well
you.
done. I know a few little people on my list this year who are going to get this book, and it's one not so little person who's also going to get this book. Thank
That's
you
great to hear.
so much for joining us today. And I hope that when your next two books come out, you'll come back and read for us again.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I
I
love
would
reading
love that.
aloud.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you have an awesome holiday season.
You as too. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope it's good.
Thank you.